This is West Main Line over Shap, Preston to Carlisle. As you can see, we're here in the Class 87. Release the doors. I want to get the train ready and then we'll talk a little bit more because I'm not sure how long we've got here. It's down there on this thing, isn't it? No, it's not. Ooh. Oh, it's up here again. And we'll let the brake off and hold it on the loco brake. Turn our headlights on. Possibly. Oh. Yeah, that is a master switch thing, that's fine. Do you want my markers though? There we go. Okay. We've got a minute to the off. So this is our first look at West Coast Main Line over Shap, Preston to Carlisle. Normally, I've driven the route at least once because I need to get my notes done for route learning. Obviously, this is a Sunday video. As such, we're going to have the HUD up and play using that. The Class 87, that's one of the new build locos with. That is the new build loco with this, sorry. And the Mark III coaches. Absolutely love the jumper cable wire detailing here. And basically all of the connectors are there, which I really enjoy. So one of the things I'm quite missing when I actually go back to TSC occasionally. Brake off. Put it into notch up, and I'm trying to get it amber banded. There we go, which just gives us a nice rate of pull away. So the scenario today is 1047 London Euston to Glasgow Central. First stop Lancaster. Calling at Lancaster and Carlisle only. We're due there in 70 minutes time. Let's do this thing. Just having a look around, so we've got Sir Winston Church over here, 87019, just stabled in the loco sidings here at Preston. Got some Mark 1s on parcels. Oh, the other new build with this, which we'll look at in more detail, because I'm going to be doing a guards video in the next week or three, is the NHA 110 mile an hour Mark 1 code, which is quite good to have. Just going to tap up again, because we are pretty much... We are away with the train now. We look absolutely gorgeous. I love this. I always love a good transitional era screenshot. So we've got 1, 2 BR blues, a mainline. Sorry, another BR blue, another mainline, another BR blue, another mainline. We'll have a look at the Buffy car when we arrive. Actually, that'll be fun. Another blue, another mainline. Yeah, feels a bit too sort of random, that one. So this is one of the systems issues we have. But you know that basically it randomizes fully, whereas in real life formations are never that random. What do I mean by that? With mainline trains, they are very rarely fully uncoupled from each other and taken down to component, like wagons or coaches. Sorry, so they probably have a cluster of blue, a cluster of mainline, one blue cluster of mainline, that kind of thing. That's just my 10 cents. Although I'm probably going to end up being shown a screenshot here of me being completely wrong, which I invite, of course. So we're going for the 110. I'm just going to leave it in run up, I think. So yeah, we're in full power now. Absolutely storming. Love those joint to track sounds. Gonna make sure the game audio is turned up for you guys. Yeah, that's fine. I'll turn that down a little. Oh, the joint track audio has gone. That's cool. 110 limit we're in now. Full power. Yeah, 110. Let's go. Let's go. So, what are my first impressions? This looks good. I've got my standard mods in, which is fine, of course. But the local artwork here is brilliant. You've got your Bardic, which I'm sure goes somewhere. Horn for the second man. DSD holdover. Hopper window. Brakes. Light control panel. Basically just controls. Yeah, second loco indicator, which we don't have a second loco, so that's on idle still. That's showing us what traction motors are doing. Speedo, brake pipe, bogey, brake cylinder, main raz, loco brake, train brake, standard Mark 87, sorry, class 87. Different to the AP one is the brake overcharge plunger, wiper controls, anti-slip brake, horn, pan, train heat. What we'll do when we stop at Lancaster, you can walk into the engine room on this. I just realised, yeah, my safety systems aren't on, are they? And this VSD is in 2 now. So we'll now put ourselves into rundown. And hold about 80%, which would hopefully give us around that 110 mark. Let's just watch that speedo. Absolutely flying along here. Do you need a screenshot? When the sun's in the wrong location, we do cheat ever so slightly. That'll do. Okay, we are booking it ever so slightly here, so I'm going to notch down. That was dumb. Okay, so I've just accidentally thrown it into off, which basically means I have to run the engine down fully. before it'll let me take power again. So I've just put the engine back into rundown. When this hits 0, I can accelerate again. And then we can go straight back into run up, which is the really good thing. So you just hold it in run up, and you'll see that percentage starts increasing again, which is basically this is showing with the percentage of power we're using, or the amount of power we're using. This is showing the amount of resistance in the motors, effectively. Is the way to think of it in your head. And we've just gone through a neutral section, which has reset that process. Great. There we go. So we are a little slow. Green, green, green. So I'm at 100. I think I could about keep time like this, to be fair. I'm going to put us to 80. I'm going to aim for closer to that 110 mark. I think there is one more neutral section. I need to be paying attention to outside, but I'm also trying to drive the train at the same time. Which makes it rather hard. That's flashing ambers, so that is our approach to Lancaster. We'll put the train in a run down so the engine starts coming off. And we'll take a look at a service brake application, 45%. You can see the resistance is actually increased because the brake application's gone in. I should have been in idle by now. I apologise for this. I'm just going to put the train to off. You can see we've now got regen braking kicking in. This thing isn't slowing down compared to what I thought it would do. I'm not going to lie. Here we go, and we'll put it off 75. There's 75 as we round the curve into Lancaster. Should see the cathedral? Yeah, that's the cathedral there. I don't know if it's a cathedral or a church. I remember this from over Shap in TSC. Jumping back on the brake to get us slowed off because it's a 15 entering platforms. I do have a cold today, which is what my voice sounds. It's ridiculous. I can only apologise for that. But at least I'm not coughing too much. Yet. I'm also drinking a heavily alcoholic beverage to try and convince my voice to behave itself. Got the position on route indicator. I've just jumped into emergency. That's on me, but the brakes are coming off, so yeah, we're fine. I'll put it off to 15. We will be doing southbound on this, by the way, in conductor mode or guard mode, because that, of course, is a thing now. So yeah, stopping one of these I actually find quite challenging. Was that a loco siding over here? That's gone now. It is, yeah. I was wondering what this unit was parked on. Again, so I've never been on this part of the West Coast in real life. No, I haven't. Well, I have, but not. I was asleep. I've done the Caledonian Sleeper, which meant I started in Euston and woke up in Glasgow Central. But it was like 3 AM and I'd had a really long day before, so I was rather tuckered out, as they say. You can see there is an off indicator here. I really hope that works. That'd be really cool if that works. Just have a little look in the coach. Oh. Man, what happened to your head? You too? You three? There's one female hairstyle at the moment in that coach. That's freaking me out, man. It's freaking me out. There are a lot of coaches here, but we're fine. We arrived, by the way, even with that demure arrival, only a minute down, which is probably on time. So the off indicator works. That's brilliant. So why do I like the off indicator? What is the off indicator for? Basically, if you are down here as the guard, yeah, you see, you've got the off indicator here. This shows you the platform start signal's been pulled off for us. That means it is safe for us to depart. Or we're set to a green. So even without seeing the platform start signal, you can give 2 buzzers, knowing that I've got a green signal to start off on. The other alternative, if you can't see the start signal, is you reposition, or if the start signal, for example, you're going up Bang Road and the start signal's on the other side, you'd internal call the driver and say, "Hello, driver, guard here. Can I just ask you to confirm that you have a green start signal?" Yeah. Hello, driver here. Yeah, confirming I've got a green start signal. Roger that. And away you go. We'll put it in run up just to get our accelerating a bit more. Hold at that point, and then we'll actually do a rundown because we need to coast out the main line, don't we? Holding it in run up with a tap changer is actually doing well enough here, I think. The adhesion is not an issue today. We've got 58 miles to run, 50 minutes to do it in. I wonder what that air escaping sound is. Oh, we've got a neutral section coming up. That's going to scupper our plans for acceleration. So, because we've got a neutral section... so sorry about that. We'll go from hold to run down. Sees our power reduce off. We now coast. We notch hold. Neutral section. We just after this junction from memory. And basically, neutral section is a section of the overhead lines which is not powered. So we have to coast through it because the train will not be able to draw power, and it trips all the safety systems out in the loco. That's the neutral section. Hear the bang? That was the power tripping out. But now that we're through it, and we know that it's the pantograph coach is on the lead of our unit, we're just going to hold it and run up. You can see the power immediately starts advancing, and we start getting resistance. You can hear the tapping as we go through the different notches of power. That is the Irish Sea you see right there. It's the sea you see. And a pacer coming southbound meant, oh yeah, we love a pacer here at Northern Princess Industries. That'll do me for a thumbnail probably. Pacer, that's Blackpool Lines. Love the fact that that signal box interior is appeared open. Hang on. Press bank level crossing. That's cool. That looks like you can operate the level crossing. That's insane. That's super cool. This is Carnforth, the Carnforth steam town. We'll go to full power. I do think there's a neutral section we're going to get knocked out by, but we'll ignore that. Class 40 on its own, that's cool. This is the depot at Carnforth. Very fancy, very schmancy. So you can see Carnforth doesn't have a mainland platforms. They're still physically here, but they've long since gone out of use. This is the Cumbrian coastline that we'll be covering in a video at some stage, hopefully. And up here, this is the line to access the Settle to Carlisle network, or Settle to Carlisle line. So you go over here, over the top of the main line, and this that takes you towards Leeds and Hellerfield, which is where the Settle to Carlisle is. You have to reverse to get on the Settle to Carlisle, but we'll gloss over that part. And my inner nerd tells me it's the longest signaling block in the country. It's like 5 miles long. It's ridiculous. Forget about that. Sorry. But basically, it's in the middle of nowhere. They need very little capacity, so there's no point in having anything less. But when it all goes wrong and you having to pass signals at caution, you're driving at like 20 miles an hour for 5 miles. So it adds a massive amount of delay. What am I drinking today? So as you can hear, this cold's getting worse and worse. So I'm trying to blast my sinuses open with alcohol. It's been a long day and I'm not at work, so I'm allowed to have a drink. You poo. Just pull that off. Through that one, oh well. We'll just coast until it runs down. Not like we've got much choice. So we are now climbing up Shap. Slowly and surely. Actually, we're on level ground, so we're not climbing up anything yet. That's off, so we can go into run up now. No, just go like 25%. No, we're like 60, sorry. And then when we stop taking the climb, we'll go more. This, like I say, is my first look up this run, up this line, sorry. So far, I really like it. It is such a good route. I'm in this weird phase where I need to be incredibly hot, but I'm also so hot I'm sweating and I hate sweating. So I've got like a heater on my feet and a fan on my face. This is probably why I'm ill. Or at least why my face is so angry. It's basically, it's just a really shit cold, this. In the sense that what is uncomfortable isn't my throat like it would be normally. I can't like gargle or whatever to fix it. It's sort of the top of my nose. So if you imagine the back of your nose above your like above the top of your throat before it goes into your nose, that's where it hurts and it's uncomfortable. I've also got a blocked nose which is streaming constantly. I fixed it at work today by standing in front of a hot oven for 3 hours. That really helped, actually. And I've got tomorrow off because I was dying at work today, not gonna lie. We're now hitting that incline up Shap, so I've taken extra power. In fact, I'm just going to notch us down a couple. Hold and stay. And then we'll do photo mode to take a screenshot of it. So it's a cute train. Very cutesy. Very demure, of course. Which is a big thing we look for in the railway industry, demure trains. It's like the last thing they look for. Is it very cutesy? No. Is it very demure? No. Is it very mindful? Absolutely not. Who cares? It's a goddamn train. So we are taking a braking action. I'm just seeing if I can use that to find what the power setting is that I want. That'll do. Right. I am just trying to get the manual up in front of me. Just trains. Workmall. Manual. Got it, there we go. No, that's not it. That's it there. I think. Is it that it? Yeah, it is. So this manual is a bumper 128 pages. I'm not reading all 128 pages with you today. Get stuffed if you think I'm doing that. But obviously this follows hot on the heels of the Blackpool branches expansion, which gives you the lines from Preston to Blackpool North, Blackpool South and Ormskirk. West Coast Main Line, Preston to Carlisle. Stations on the line. So starting in Preston station is approximately halfway between Euston and Glasgow Central. The current station is in the centre of the city. It was built in 1880, extended in 1903 and again in 1913, at which time it had 15 platforms. There's some cute screenshots of it. Lancaster, originally known as Lancaster Castle Station, to distinguish it from the original Lancaster Station. Lancaster Station was opened on the 21st of September 1846. The first week's service ran into the station on the 17th of December of that year. The station was built as a terminus on the south end of the Lancaster and Carlisle Railway. The station was remodeled in 1900-1906, with additional lines and platforms added along with several more station buildings. On the east side of the station, 5 and 6, were electrified in 1908 to serve the now closed Midland Railway route that served Morecambe and Heysham. That line closed in 1966 and the overhead line equipment was taken down. I'm trying to talk louder because that feels like it's fixing my voice a bit more. I'm not sure though. This is Oxenholme, with the line off to the left there heading towards Windermere. I need to use that actually, that's a good point. Yeah, so, which is now part of the electrified railway. Bear Lane Station, this is on the Morecambe branch, we'll talk about this separately. Morecambe, we do not have the branch to Heysham sadly. We do have Carnforth, which we talked about. We've just blown through Oxenholme Station, which is near Kendal in Cumbria. It serves as the mainline connection point for Kendal and Windermere. The station opened in 1847 as Kendal Junction, was renamed Oxenholme in 1860. Penrith is our next station that we passed today, followed by Carlisle. So we are still climbing up sharp. You can see we're going up a 1% grade now. We'll just run it. Oh, I've lost all my power because I got knocked out by a neutral section I didn't spot. So it's showing you how to open the route, that's fine, I'm not reading that, but it's basically just a synopsis of the line, which we're experiencing anyway. Like I say, this also includes the Morecambe branch. I will cover that in a separate video, but that's around 20 minutes-ish, 15-20 minutes from Lancaster to Morecambe and back again. You're reversing, you come back. Notable landmarks on the route: Preston Power Signal Box, Fylde Junction, which is where the line branches off towards Blackpool, St Warburg's Church, which is the church in Preston, Tulkeith Mill, which we didn't really look at, but it's behind the cathedral, Barton and Broughton Station, which is a disused station, the site of Brock Station, site of Garstang Cathedral Station, the site of the Knott End Railway, site of Scorton Station. So a lot of closed stations on the line. The Pennine Tower. Oh, I've seen the photos of this. The distinctive tower is located at Lancaster Fortin service on the M6. Didn't realise that was visible from the line. 7 miles south of Lancaster. Yeah, that is the vibe it gives. Air traffic control tower vibe. Bayhorse Goods Shed, that's again a goods shed by the railway. Bayhorse Station, River Conduit Viaduct, Lancaster Uni, Lancaster Royal Albert Hospital, Lancaster Canal and Lancaster Overbridge, Lancaster Station, Lancaster Cathedral, Lancaster Castle, the site of the former Cockerham Cross Railway Junction, site of the former junction to Lancaster Green Air. That's the siding I talked about. Bollocks, sorry about that. Lancaster Corporation Gasworks, Carlisle Viaduct, which is over the River Lune in Lancaster, Ashton Memorial, which we didn't notice, Morecambe Junctions we talked about, that was where I was in idle, Bear Lane Signal Box is on the branch, Morecambe Signal Box, Frontier Western Theme Park, which is a Morecambe theme park, Morecambe Seafront, Central Pier in Morecambe, Morecambe Winter Gardens, site of Hest Bank Station, Hest Bank Signal Box, which was the signal box where, ooh, you can go inside there, Hest Bank Morecambe Bay, which of course is where I went, oh, that's the Irish Sea. Carnforth Steamtown, it is pretty dead, obviously the way it's modelled. Carnforth Coal Loading Tower, Sellside Signal Box, which is the signal box at Carnforth, former Furness Railway Signal Box at Carnforth Station, Carnforth F&M Junction Signal Box, which we talked about as well, Carnforth East, site of Burton and Holme, site of Milnthorpe, Hincaster Goods Shed, disused Hincaster Canal Tunnel, Docker Viaduct, Lambridge Signal Box, Lowgill Viaduct, Lowgill Station, the branch to Ingleton, Loon Gorge, which we're heading up which we've been up at, I think, probably at this point. T-Bay Station, no, we've not made it this far up yet. We'll be entering the Loon Gorge. Go Knox 32 power again. We go. And then we've got some more landmarks. T-Bay Station, there's loads of landmarks. I'm not reading them all because you can be here all week. Go read the manual, it's on the Just Trains website, thank you. Nothing. I'm just speed scrolling for anything. I'm like, ooh, that's special. Carlisle Upperby Depot. That's reopening now. That's obviously LSL's. Depot Carlisle Castle. Sorry, Carlisle Citadel, which is Carlisle Castle. Carlisle PSB. Carlisle Cathedral. Carlisle Castle. Etterby Station. Kingmore Depot. Kingmore Yard. The Brunt Hill branch line. Currick Yard Wagon Repair Depot. This is south of the station. That's cool. We've got that. London Road Goods Yard. And that's it. So, locomotives. We've got the Class 87, both in BR Blue livery and Intercity Executive livery. Driving the Class 87, we've covered off on that, but we need to be run down for neutral sections. I've covered off all of this from our knowledge of driving the loco. DSD pedal. That's it there. Okay, so as soon as I release it, it starts applying brake. Interesting. The buzzer for the guard, which is that there. Just bunch all the wagons onto each other with the loco brake application. Oh, we're going downhill now. Crikey. Run down, run down, run down. Panic, run down. And we're now under a static brake to get the speed up quicker. And we'll go into notch hold as that brake will scrub. And I'll let the loco brake off. We're now back up a hill again. So this loco really needs to know the route and I don't know it. I've not driven properly over this line without speed hold and sort of advanced automation in a while. This is where I sort of wish that you had a bit more of an altitude deviation indication on there. Window seat and height controls. Oh, I forgot to go to the engine room. We'll do that in Carlisle. Sorry about that. You need to crouch down again, which is really cool. And then the engine room's open. Circuit breaker panel. Battery controls. All sorts. So you can completely break this loco by flipping out different circuit breakers, which is really cool. 47.4. The 47-4 is a modification, I think, of the TP one, which is the Blackpool Lines one, which is like a part build. So they've added some extra features. So they've added the Scotty Dog, which is an Eastfield Depot logo. And they've got BR Blue, Intercity Scott Rail livery, high intensity, Intercity with the high intensity headlight. BR Blue large logo with the Scotty Dog, which is again an Eastfield logo. BR Blue large logo, and then tips on driving that, which we've done before on the channel. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. The Class 8. So that is in two liveries, BR Blue Type A and BR Blue Type B. Not gonna lie, I can't tell the difference. Yeah, I can't tell the difference. Yeah, nothing apparently different there in those two. Type C as well. Type C weathered, which is basically Type C but covered in like white dust, which will be for the lime at Hardendales. Type D, which has got the red soul bar. Wigan Depot Type, which is 8744, which has got white steps and a white roof, and that gives driving tips on the 8. I've not driven the 8, but that's just because it's the Class 8. So we've got BR Blue Type Grey 2 and 3. So yeah, Class 101 and BR Blue livery. 2 car and a 3 car unit, self-explanatory. That's again tips on the 101. I am working through this manual. It's on page 99 already. Rolling stock. Rolling stock. We're rolling stock. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. The BR Blue BG in BR Blue Grey livery in used blue, which is basically the same but for use for carrying newspapers. BR BG Parcels, which is used for parcels traffic. Blue Grey part for parcels traffic. Mark 1 NHA, which is a brake guard coach, which is allowed for up to 110. BR NHA Intercity, which is again a guard brake, authorised for 110 running. I've just hit another neutral section, for fuck's sake. That's the NHA. You've got the Mark IIs. So I'm just going to mute myself whilst I'm going to try and clear my voice a bit more here, because I've been talking for 47 minutes. Hi, there we go, my voice is back a bit more normally now. So, you've got the Mark IIAs, which are the non-aircon Mark IIs, and they're in TSO, so they're blue-grey, and they're in TSO livery, first corridor, sorry, blue-grey livery, TSO, which is trailer standard open, and FK, which is first class compartment. We've got the Mark III coaches, which come in first open variation in blue-grey, first open in a city, restaurant first buffet in blue-grey, RFB in a city. Interestingly, just the exterior gets revinyled, no interior changes. Mark IIIA TSO, which is trailer standard open. And that's in blue-grey again, which is the one that we flew into and freaked out by the ladies with the hair. And blue-grey. The seat maquette is different in intercity versus normal. BBA steel wagons. These still run around on the network. They are designed to carry ingots, slabs, and long lengths of steel coils, and billets. I can only see coil loads in the manual. Yes, you can actually select steel coil, steel slab, or empty configurations. You've got FFA and FGA container flats. They're designed to carry either two 20-foot containers or one 40-foot container, and can be seen in daily use across the network in this era. I'm actually going to be using them in a project I've got coming up, and I want to talk about that later in the video. Training modules as training to help you learn to drive all the locos. The standard ways to enjoy the route. Southbound liner. One of the scenarios. So southbound liner, 2 hours 25 minutes. Class 87 operate a liner train from Kingmore to Preston. Late running passenger services mean you'll be looped on numerous occasions. Curragh collection, 1 hour 40 minutes. Use the Kingmore shunter to take some broken wagons to the works and bring back some freshly repaired ones. Tap changer, 90 minutes. Operate a Christmas relief train from Preston to Carlisle. Take extra care as it is rather snowy. Broken down. Sorry, first generation stopper. 1 hour, operate a round trip from Cardiff to Morecambe, taking workers home in time for dinner. Broken down. Rescue a failed service that is blocking the line and bring the stranded passengers to Carlisle. That's in a class 47. Timetable mode is, we'll look at that more once we exit. Journey mode is also featured on this. Conductor mode, I'm going to be covering that in a future video. We can free roam as a thing as well. That's covered off in the manual, which is quite handy. There's different tasks. There are 5 tasks for you to complete and drive around. Look out for missing rail tour posters, attach missing route maps, complete castle dioramas, enjoy sampling some mint cake, and load the brute mail trolleys. Have a good look in and around the stations on the route to try and find them all. Pokemon, gotta find them all. Sorry, Mastery, gotta find them all. And I'm aware I butchered the Pokemon thing, I don't care. Creators Club is a thing, fast travel is a thing. Route hopping is between this and Blackpool branches. Enhancing your experience. So layers, these are add-ons as of November 2024. Tees Valley Line, which adds the Class 37 and the HEA wagons. West Cornwall Local adds the Sea Cows and Turbots. Spirit of Steam adds LMS Jubilees, Mark 1s and 16-ton mineral wagons and 20-ton brake vans. That is why Carnforth is dead. I forgot to install that DLC. Heavy Freight Pack for the Class 40. Class 20 Chopper for the PGA wagons. The Class 31 Loco add-on for the PCAVs and the Class 31. There's some HEAs going past. Sorry, we just missed that train entirely. We are climbing up to Shap Summit. We are getting there. So yeah, it's an 87. These are the BBAs. They're in slab and empty load. We'll watch it run past us and enjoy that. And it's Lord President, BBAs, and that's the HEAs we just talked about in the manual. Bye-bye. Is that still an issue? No, I don't think it is. I'll double check. Uh-oh. I hope that was a neutral section that just got me there. Yeah, it was. Good. We'll run down really quickly. Class 31, that adds the PCAV wagons. The Blackpool branches, that adds the Class 142 Pacers and the TEA wagons. North Trans Pennine for the Class 45 Peaks. and the Flying Scotsman DLC for Flying Scotsman. Couple of achievements there. Route Explorer, drive the 87 for 87 miles with the speed limit. All in the bag, complete 5 scenarios, complete 15 coupling manoeuvres on the route. I can fix that quite quickly, which is quite funny. Complete 20 services as well travelled. The Collector, complete all route tasks. I want to put a brake application on just to get us slowing off. I'm not actually 100% sure on where I am right now. Oh, that was Hardendale's behind us. I do actually need to have a look at that. I can't pause, which is a really shit part of this game. Yeah, that's Hardendale's. Look at that. So this is Hardendale's Land Quarry. So obviously you guys know the Class 20 DLC for Tees Valley Line. In real life, and I presume in the time mode, those actually would run up here. So because obviously, for those of you who don't know, once upon a time I did work for Dovetail Games. All opinions, as always, on my own. Yeah, this is Hardendale's up here. So this is Hardendale Quarry. This is the actual loading sidings. Yeah, I'm loving the fact that it's completely thingied. Brrr. And then over that way, behind that curve, which I'm not going to fly to, is Shap Summit Quarry as well, which is a different quarry. There's also another quarry here, which I can't remember the name of. But if you guys remember the Dad Rail stream where he failed to stop at Penrith, that was this goods loop that we picked that Pendo up from. So we are not that far from Carlisle now, only 26 miles left to run. Let's do this thing. 80 miles an hour on the downslope. I need to brake for that actually, urgently. So you can hear the regen braking kicking on, which we enjoy the regen brakes. We do, folks, we enjoy the regens. 80 miles an hour, I go brake off, which will release the Rios. And let us coast and figure out what the train actually is going to do here. I'm going to do that really fast, and I'm going to really quickly mute myself again whilst I try and not die. You see what I put myself through for you guys? You see what I put myself through? I don't know if I'm doing this voice that much. Okay, I was doing it a little bit, but... So I spent all morning trying to clear my left nostril. Now it's my right nostril that's blocked. For crying out loud. Right. 24 miles to Carlisle. Let's do this. I do probably want to drop the DSD at some point. We'll do it near Carlisle. At slower speed, just so you can see how the train actually reacts to that. Dropping the DSD, of course, referring to failing to acknowledge a DSD. Or DVD challenge, or a DVD alarm to driver vigilance device, which will cause it to go off and cause the train to grind to a halt. Which is, of course, what we want to experience today. Sorry, I'm trying to get my voice to do things, but yeah. There we go. So, no, I mean, I'm having a good day today. I'm actually quite enjoying. Do you need to do that as a thing? Actually, sorry. No, I'm still working on updating all of my scenarios for the new release. And it's just getting organised, basically, getting organised. I can't really breathe. The higher I go, Oh, bit wibbly wobbly there. I am just leaving the train rundown, just seeing what it does speed-wise. It is going to pick up, and I'm just going to use gravity for that. We are well within our time, and I'm not too bothered about absolutely thrashing this. Yeah, we are approaching Penrith now. It's a right-hand curve, and then we start entering Penrith. So I'm going to really leave it at 90, like coasting, and then we'll just put a brake application in to come around the curve into whatever the name of that station is again, Penrith. So station out of Penrith, sorry. So you come into Penrith, it's a flyer. You've got platform 1, 2, platform 3, which is the freight loops basically. We go round, and it's a 90-degree curve at the end of the station, near enough. Yeah, that's it there. Sorry. So it's 90 degrees, and it's quite a tight curve. So you have to be on the brakes to come around that at the appropriate pace. Uh, uh, uh-oh, 75, I missed that. Full surface it, because that's not far at all. And then draw it back to 60%. I am going to come in at this a bit quick, but we'll be fine. Yeah, we're only 5 miles an hour over at worst. Oh, made that by the skin of my teeth. As you can see, I might be familiar with this part of the route. I do not know the speed limits to save my life. I will drop the DVD, not yet though. The DVD is the driver's movement, so I think I say. That is a viaduct before. Yeah, we're not that far from Penrith now. This is the line. This is obviously one of the loops near Penrith, but it's also the line to access platform 3. I think there's another line diverges in, possibly not 100% though. And we'll put it into off, release, green, green, green. We've got the proceed aspect, heading through a neutral section. So you'll see the line light blink out. That's the warning for a neutral section. I'm not going to draw power until I see go through the neutral section. It must be really annoying leaving Penrith. You get up to like 15. Oh no, the curves at neutral section at the other side of Penrith station. Of course it is. So sorry about that. So yeah, it's on the departure end of Penrith. You've got the section here. Because I remember we did it in the Class 86. We did this section in the route loading video. It's weird how I can't remember for the life of me. Like to do my washing or whatever, or like I get massively. Sit down, you dafty. So yeah, neutral section. Line light goes out. Line light comes back. Need to run it down, which is 9-0, so I can take power again. And you see the resistance kicks in. So does the notch indicator. So this basically shows you the percentage of power you've got on the lead loco. And this shows you the resistance, like I say, of the traction motors. So what you want to do is you want to keep the resistance in the yellow, green or yellow bands. And this is just to show you. The main thing I use this for is to understand what I'm doing power-wise. But if you want to make this thing absolutely storm, you get up to the yellow. There you go, we're in full power now. In weak field. You can also see, which I really love, the level of jiggliness. Look how much that 87 is bouncing. It feels like the zoomers do a lot more than that, but yeah. We go to window hang mode. See what I mean? It's jiggling in it. So quite a cool way. Of course, we see that in the cab now as well, which is immense. The cab suspension, when they sort of I am actually just going to let it run, just see how fast it gets. I'm not too bothered about any achievements today. But I do actually quite want to see how fast this thing will run with the current load on. We are basically on aggregate level ground until Carlsile. And yeah, I just want to see how fast it goes. If we get to 125, I'll just go into idle and slow back down to 110. So we hit 1, 2, 3 before we caught a neutral section. That's quite fun. Right, brake on. I do know in this era of the railway, what we are doing is not that unrealistic. There are some drivers who would just see how fast they could get it going. Like, there was a level of bravado to, I've been driving this route for 30 years, I know exactly what I can get away with. Which is quite cool, but also very dangerous. And that's one of the many reasons we don't kill people with trains very much anymore. But they used to do that quite a bit back then. I'll go for about 70% power and leave it there. Like I say, we are going to be ahead of time now, so I don't mind being a bit slow. Definitely will do, and hold. So you've got 8.7 miles till Carlsile. not much else I can really cover off on without getting out the chair, and we need to be stationary for that. So we'll do that nearer to Carlisle. Oh, and we are slowing down now. I really should be paying attention. I apologise that I'm not. To be honest, I've been trying to drown my cold in alcohol, but I've not actually had that much to drink. But this is a good example of why you don't drink the drive trains. '87 coming southbound. Oh, look at that RBR blue cross-country rag. That looks good, right? That looks good. Ha! We do enjoy trains at the moment. Like I say, just trains. You've absolutely outdone yourselves, lads. There will be route learning videos coming on this. At the moment, I've just got a lot of content to put out the door. Probably looking around Christmas for the next videos that I've got scheduling space in. Because like I've been saying, I spent 2-3 months really struggling to get content out. I don't know what to make content. I've done everything. Whereas now I'm like, oh, there's all this new stuff. Panic, run between the things, do all the things, do all the things. And now I'm here. And I'm like, I've got everything. Everything. Nah. Yeah. Where are we? 4 miles to run. We'll put us in nut hold. Like I say, I'm not rushing at this point. 3.4 miles to go. Got 5 minutes to cover it. I mean, we do have a 15-minute limit on approach to the station. So I'm going to go to 90 and then we'll put it in a rundown and just coast the rest of the way in. There you go. That's in rundown. So you can see the power's coming off now. So is the resistance. See the notches dropping back. Emphasis like brake application. I do want to see if we see flow. The approach. Forgot to look, I'm so sorry. Double amber, single amber next. Upper B depot. Got a little Gronk sitting outside, class A's. And that's it. I know I saw a coach down there. What's that coach? A couple of coaches. So yeah, this is the brake gangway. And this is the brake gangway parcels livery. These have a door to put across. Also, why are the passengers in the depot? Thanks. So yeah, these are two FO coaches, so it shows the livery difference. You can also see red maquette, dark red maquette. Oh, hello. That was this may have been a mistake to make her. Hold it and release. Yeah, I think I messed this up a little bit. Oh well. We'll thrash back up to 20. Taking Carlsile platform 3, so we're going to be inside the engine shed, which will be quite cool. We've got a 40 and a 47 parked up there. We're going to get 220 and just throw it into idle. Seventeen's close enough for me. Just coast down into the station. No, Conor, I thought, oh, I'll stop at 17 that way. If I coast, it'll not push me down past like 20, like 19, 20. No, 21. Classic. You've got to remember the rest of the train is still going down that hill, so it's pushing us down the hill. But we're going to slide into the platforms here at Carlisle. We're going to call it a video. First look at the Carlisle to Preston West Coast Main Line by Just Trains. Wow, what a route, guys. This is absolutely what we've been asking for a while. The level of detail that's in here is great. It's Just Trains. They always do great work. They do hero work. It is worth it. Go buy it. Buy it twice. Buy it 3 times, heck. Give it to your gran. Give it to your mum. Just give it to anyone who might have a passing interest in trains. It's brilliant. I love this thing really a lot, actually. Really enjoying this route. I'm going to do a quick tow day change, because this station building is great. You know, that's a bit of a lie for the YouTube thumbnail, but you won't tell on me. I know you guys. We'll pull forward, just like roll. There we go, that'll do me. Perfection. We will set to off to neutral. We're going to key off. We'll leave the ABS unisolated. This will obviously be taken off by the next driver. We'll just have a little walk through the engine room. So we've got a tail lamp. So these do disappear if you fit tail lamps to the outside, which is very cool. We've got fuses. Yeah, so this will be locked closed by the train to stop you like killing yourself. Then we're in the number one end of the loco, so you've got AWS Dinger by the looks of things. No idea what that does. And washing facilities, which is definitely what that is. And then you go into this end. I couldn't find the fuses, but they will be in there somewhere. We'll just use that as a thing to lock the doors. We've got a gold medal for that, even with all that speeding and all that bad driving. Oh, I was muted for all of that. Ghost Rider right there. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video if you did. Subscribe to see more from me regularly. What a route, guys. What a route. Go buy it. See you guys next time. Happy Sunday. Bye. Yes, my voice has got incredibly daftly messed up by the end of this.